Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Dream Challenge, where I channel specific messages for you. This is not on a collective scale. With that being said, please take what will resonate. Okay. I also want to add on that you already got some sign from your highest source of belief system, and you only come here for this specific segment of my readings solely for confirmation. The segment here, in terms of readings, are based on predictions or interpretations that will take place unless I say otherwise. See this as a segue of guidance until it takes place, as an extra reassurance beside your spiritual team and or your belief system. Hello, collective. All right, so I'm gonna keep it short. I could go into details. Can I have the deets on the details? Um, so you're gonna meet up with your childhood friend, and you guys are just gonna hang out during the summertime or spring when it's really hot and sunny outside. Okay. You're gonna meet some random people from your past as well. I do feel like they're from a different like background, but you all kind of like hung out at some point. And I don't know why, but then your childhood friends, you guys are full grown adults right now, but back in the days, you know how you guys everybody just hang out with everybody. I don't know why things are so like click based or yeah, it feels very click based, but like based on like where you're from, like country wise, when you're grown up. Let me just leave the politics out of it. But you guys are going to meet. First and foremost, you are what they say in America or Canada or like Black Americans. So with that being said, um, I mean you could also be. I do feel like you kind of resonate with the term of like black instead of like anything else. Um, Somebody could be from Congo, like your best friend, but that's not the point of it all. The point of it all is what's going to take place. As you guys, I feel like you and your childhood friends could have hang out with the other people that weren't black, but the thing is, I feel like your childhood friend was on a mission, and the mission was to kind of get you to be linked up with this younger male that have had the crush that had have that has a crush on you since forever, okay? And I feel like they is intentional. So as she's gonna tell you that she just need to go and freshen up or get something at this house or her house, but it was actually the crush place that you guys were going to. And man, oh man, this person really came correct. I will say this though, this person that has a crush on you, this young male, they already had their glow up when you guys met, but it is the difference in your eyes that's still kind of like in the back of your cortex, your brain. It still kind of rings a signal. For some people, they don't really think that it's that deep or that big of a deal. Like your childhood friend, like when it comes to like being age conscious, that's not like her thing. You, however, are very age conscious, very age conscious. Even though like the age kind of spans from like 5 to 6 years between you and this crush, you're still very age conscious. And let me just look at my note. It, I'm not really on the money about this, but you could have like came across this crush of yours when you were babysitting, okay? And they're like finishing like college or like high school, something of this nature. I know there's a huge breach from high school to college, but nonetheless, there is a age gap between you. I will say this: of this person was when you guys came across each other for the first time. It was like during their graduation. There was like going into to be a graduate. Okay, this young male here. And you never really thought of him like that. But the thing is that people around him, around you guys, where you were babysitting and so on and so on, they always felt like you guys had a connection or a vibe. Um, it could be because you guys look similar. I will say this though, even if there was like a 5, 6 year age gap, you guys look like you're the same age. So nobody could have ever, you know, be aware about this. But you're so age conscious that even if somebody were 1 year older, sorry, younger than you, like in your head, you would never. That's just what I'm tuning into. Okay. So we got that out. So as you're waiting at his place or his family's place, because there's also going to be some uncles that's kind of like crashing his place for a bit. I don't know if there's like a thing going on, but they'll all kind of know what's going on. And it's not in a creepy way, but now that I'm reading all of this, it feels a little bit creepy because you're just thinking that you're gonna meet your childhood friend and you know hang out like back in the days, like the good old times. But here you're in this place and you don't think much of it. You don't like dress up or anything. You really come like, how do I explain this? Even though everybody's like full grown adults, you don't really put out much in terms of your appearances because in your head, when you guys were younger, you guys are like outdoors people, outdoors children, um, quite tomboyish. So like all this putting on like nails and makeup or hair or whatever, that wasn't like your thing. So you're the type of person that likes to come as you are, but especially when it comes to the childhood, like a group, because it's like nobody wants to, be weird. There's this unwritten code about this where it's like when it's childhood friends, we can just kind of like be ourselves, you know, but grown-ups. I feel like that's like an unwritten code between you and your peoples, and for some odd reason your friend out of nowhere starts to be like, I need to go and put on some makeup and eyelashes. And you're like, oh, okay, maybe things have changed. But you didn't think much of it because you're just coming as your natural self. I'm also tuning into you having like your hair blown out, like in a big blowout, okay? Um, you could also be like brown skin as well. But anyways, um, this young male took their time when coming to greet you guys, because even the older generation, the uncles, had to say that he is like going to get prepared. Then a little sister would come by and be like, oh yeah, brother is like, getting just ready and so on and so on. But she's also trying eagerly to push you into the room. As this person comes out, the young male that has a crush on you since forever, they are just looking really good. And you are noticing this, but it's not like it stirs up your soul or anything. Mind you, I say all this to say because everybody around you guys wants you to be together, including his followers on Twitch. And this is how you're gonna find out. Yeah, this is how you're gonna find out about how he actually has a crush on you. Even if he made a move when you guys were younger, in your head you just think that's like young, teenage adolescence, some shenanigans like that. So it doesn't really like, you don't take it serious. And then you also are very age conscious. So there's that. But you decide to like go and I know you wanted to change something and the bathroom was like occupied and they're like, yeah, you can go into his room and change. He wasn't there. And all of a sudden, as you were trying to fix something because you also felt conscious now because your friend was starting to put on makeup and you just kind of like, you're trying to like fix yourself up a bit. And then all of a sudden you see his like streams, like the Twitch friends or followers. And apparently that was on, and they're like, "Oh my god, is that her? Is that her?" And she's here, and they were all like kind of going crazy, like his followers on Twitch. And yeah, that's how you find out that you are that special person in this young adult man's life. Okay, um, he will be embarrassed for a bit, but he will admit to what he feels for you is not just some puppy love thing. It's very real, and it's been that way for a while. Um, I feel like him dressing up was him getting ready to ask you out, like for real. Okay, I don't know how you will react to this when this will come into place if it hasn't already, as in right now. But I do know he looks handsome, you look good, and you're not doing too much to like get outside appearances. Um, you always had like a young baby face, but you literally look like you're in the same age bracket. Okay, so that's a long ass detailed message here. I did not keep it short, but yeah. Um, well, good luck first and foremost, and yeah, tell me if you want me to know in the comments. If not, thank you guys for stopping by. I do like actually, yeah.